Welcome back to episode 2 of TyTenVille. Last episode, I think I left off at building my starter house, but I did not do the interior. Now, I did. Let me show you. Where else do you leave off, actually? Oh yeah, before I do the interior, I did place down the wood flooring that I wanted in here. I still don't have anything in here. I don't really know what else to put at the moment, but it's here. We'll figure that out later. But the interior is done. I will say it's not exactly, super great. I am horrible at interiors, but I'm learning, and this is what this world's about. I'm just gonna have fun and practice on my building and designing and stuff like that. So go in, little storage. I'll go to my second floor. Yeah. Oh yeah, check this out. I got one. I love that disc. I love this one too. But yeah, just some decorations. My smelting area, cooking, storage. This was not intended to be a secret passage or anything. I just didn't want to waste blocks just to put a painting on it. But then I just ended up putting an anvil in there. Show you the rest of this. Then here's my bedroom. Nothing too fancy, but it's a little cozy bedroom. This room, I don't know what I'm doing with yet. These chests here are from my end raid I just did. I went to the end and just decided to get a few more elytras and whatever else I could find. I'm not sure. Maybe I can just make this another storage room. This is to the attic, which again has nothing, but it's here for something. Out here, put a barbecue grill and some seating. I might put some like flower pots and stuff out here for more decoration, but other than that, I really just wanted a barbecue out here and just enjoy the view. So, yep, this is the interior and everything else that I've done. Oh, I've done a little bit of mining too on a stack of deep slate. I was desperate for some redstone, so I needed to get redstone. Oh, and I got some green heads. The only hermit I have so far. I made this as well. Really needed a sugarcane farm. I just made a double stacker. I wanted to make it tall rather than just wide because I'll end up turning this into a building of some sort here. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but it'll be a building. There's just the back. Oh. Apparently you can do use an ender pearl as a chunk loader. So this should always run no matter where I'm at in the world, which is great. And I believe this will run too. I don't know. Huh. I actually had to take the iron out. I ran out of room for iron blocks and everything. It works great. I cannot use a chunk loader for the mob farm though, because mobs are player based. So you have to be within the vicinity of, where they could spawn at. Well, chunk loader will not work for that. Chunk loader will work for redstone farms and crop farms. I believe this one as well. Although I thought it'd be cool to show when I started this world, just for later on in the future, and it's good to look back on. That is it. I have not done anything else, at least worth noting that I could think of. Now with this episode, I don't have I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do, other than I need to find a desert. I need a desert to get myself some cactus so I can have green dye. I really want to get a lime green bed and just have lime green so I can use it for everything. So I think what I'm gonna do right now is start flying around because I have a decent amount. Actually, it's gonna be bedtime. Got enough rockets to go exploring at the moment. All I can make, I have a lot more gunpowder that I could use for rockets, but I have not made I haven't grabbed sugarcane from there yet. I think I want to go this way because there's a savanna and the jungle. Now, a lot of the time, you'll see a mesa biome near a jungle, and sometimes you'll see desert biome next to a savanna. That's not always the case, but I think that would be at least the first place I look. Oh, a mangrove swamp. I didn't know there was a mangrove swamp here. Sweet, it's small, but I have extra saplings. I can find sapling, or what are they called? Propagules. Sweet. And do a frog light farm too later on. That's not far at all. That is awesome. Oop, that was not ready. And will it be more awesome if there is a desert nearby? Where did I see that? Okay. Yeah, well, I'm not gonna waste time here. Oh, this is not small at all. Damn. That's pretty damn big. Yeah. Oh, is that a desert? That has to be desert, right? That's a desert. There's a desert close by. No way. That's even better. Dude. I was this close to a desert the whole time. What is this world? Yeah, I could have had cactus day one. I just went exploring. Wow. I wanted to go exploring quite a bit actually. I just kind of wanted to do it on camera so I can have something, you know, something for the video. I just didn't want to find everything off camera. And this, oh man, so I was actually, actually, I said there's gonna be a mesa. There could be a mesa next to the jungle. I thought we might find that hopefully first, but desert right away is awesome. I know it might seem like this was already pre-planned and I knew where it was at because I went straight to it, but I promise you I did not. I had no idea this was here. To like some of those as well. These, I believe, can be bone meal. I don't need a whole lot of them. I've got tons of bone meal now, thanks to the mob farm. Check this out. Ooh, there's a pyramid too. So a house into the pyramid? That's cool. Any creepers? Look, saw sand. The resource pack, by the way. I think we're good. No creepers. Uh-oh. Did that set it off? Did that set it off? Okay, scared me there. Wasn't sure if water would set that off. Still scares me. All right, we're safe. I'll take it. I don't need it. Don't need it. Ooh, whoa! I don't think I've ever found diamonds in a desert temple before. Interesting. Really don't need the gunpowder either, but I'll take it anyways. This is what I want here. These stack? Yes. Fire prop 4. I don't think we'll ever need it, but I'll take it. Sure. We got another mangrove swamp. Ah, there's a mesa. Yes. Happy for a mesa because I want to do some builds with terracotta. I feel like I don't ever use terracotta. So it'll be fun to work with. Is this? Yeah. So I guess it would be a little far if I was just on boat and on foot to find that. But with Lytra, that's pretty quick. Look at this. Look at this. That's cool. I've never seen a beach boat growing trees out of it. That's really neat. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, yeah, if I had just decided to sail out that way, I would have found it, but I would have not thought to go just sailing out that way. But that's actually really close though, at least with Elytra. That's awesome. Okay. Getting a decent amount of crops already. I don't know why I keep growing these. I'm not going to use them, but yeah, it's there. I don't know. Well, eventually whenever I have more villager traders, I'll have like some farmers and stuff like that, so that'd be good for that. Get some golden carrots and whatnot. I need to make a pumpkin and melon farm. So much stuff I want to do. I don't know when to do these things. All right, got my bed. Beautiful. Couldn't tell by now with all the color of my channel logo and everything. That is my favorite color. Nice. So whenever I get a dog now, I can make the color green. This will go into my importance chest at the moment. Alright. I think what I'm going to do right now is throw on a, I don't know, skizvod or something. And I'm going to start tunneling out an area, underground area for a storage room. Where do I do it though? I keep pointing in this direction. I don't know. Let me see here. This I really want to make a big storage room. The biggest storage room I've ever made. Every time I made storage rooms, I'm usually, you know, on a server, which, you know, when we're on a server, we don't play for very long. Like I said, I think the most I've ever played in a world was a month, maybe 2 months, many years ago. But uh, I definitely want this world to last longer, and that I need a, you know, really decent sized storage room. And honestly, I'd like this to be my forever world too. I've never had just a forever world. All right, I found an area where I'm going to make my storage room. However, while I was making a platform, it's going to be in a cave. I'll show you in a second, but I was making a platform so out of stone. While I'm mining stone, I realized like I'm using durability quite a bit. It doesn't make sense to make a or get started on a storage room when I don't have an XP farm yet. And also, you know, I would like to upgrade some of my tools and get everything done, as well as my armor's not completely done either. It just doesn't make sense to get started on a storage room when I don't need it right now. I still have all this as my storage, and I could make this storage, and I could make this storage, which is plenty for right now. Really is not needed at the moment, but I did find a spot to do it. I was thinking about putting it in the mountain here. I even hauled out some of the area a little bit, but I'd rather just start off with a big open area rather than mining it out. I might probably do something with this in the future. I don't know what, but something. I found an opening to a cave right behind the village, and then I lit up a lot of the area. I'll show you right now. Right here. This will be perfect. Make a big storage room in. I have a lot of room here. I placed all this stone. This was not here. You can see I have not lit up any of this side yet. So that's going to be something in the future. And I don't want to make the storage room on or down here. Even if this is lit up, there's going to be so many areas that I will not see and it won't be lit up. And I don't want to take a chance on creepers blowing up any kind of redstone components. So I decided I'll just make it up here. And I believe for the most part, right there, pretty well lit up in here. I blocked this off just so I can build here, not have to worry about anything, because this does go around pretty far as well. It'll all be lit up at some point, but block it off right now, and I could safely, well, I assume so, unless I have missed some areas. I don't know. Yeah, this would be a really nice spot. I have a lot of room to work with, and really be nice to see what turns out here. Need to wait on building that because it does not make sense to do it now. I need to go get materials for an Enderman farm. I think that's what I want to do next. Hi, editor Ty here. I was going to put the time lapse to the Enderman farm, but turns out it got corrupted. So it's just going to be a jump cut to it being done. Yay. All right, we'll go back to the video. All right. Enderman farm is done. And I think that does look cool. I just wanted it to look like in my mind, it would look like a shadow in the distance. And I think it does. I just want to try something different. I've had this in mind for a little while, and unfortunately I have to put the black carpet on it, so it's not going to be as dark as the concrete, but and then these leaves, I'll just eventually cover it in either black stone slabs or black carpet. I don't know, we'll see. Now Oh, it's working good. I extend this out more than what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be just the width of 9x9, but yeah, this allows you room to fit in your enchantment table and chest, stuff like that. That way you can just get XP and enchant, and that's something I'm going to work on right now. Oops, higher than I thought it was. For later, we'll throw some. Actually, pass all of it in, honestly. Okay. Now it's time to get all my XP and everything enchanted. I will be here for a while, and then I'll be back with you when everything is done and might get started on a build. So I'll see you when all this is done. Alright, let's try this for a second time. I recorded this a little bit and realized I was not recording. But I got my enchants done. As you can see, I've already been using everything. But I got efficiency 5 on everything. Scyther, best Pokemon. My bow. Hero's bow. If you know, you know. That's good. And I finally used it. Usually my first time using my bow, using a bow, is fighting the dragon, but we all know I forgot to get a bow and arrows. Or anything to throw at the end crystals. Made a silk touch axe, efficiency 5. Silk touch shovel, efficiency 5. Then I made backup elytras as well. Yeah. So, just in case I lose mine, I have more. And then, gotta catch them all. Got myself a fishing rod, which I have not used yet. Okay. Now, I'm going to make a wool farm. I'm not going to decorate it or anything yet, but I want to get a wool farm going. That way it's collecting wool while I start my bigger build, which is the villager trading hall. I did the wool farm. I'll show you in a second. But remember Pinky in the first episode? He's got himself a friend. Well, he had a friend actually before the bee here. There was another sheep, and something happened to his friend. But now he's got a new friend, and now it's Pinky and the bee. And I think he'll stay. Why not? Show you the wool farm. Now, I just wanted to get the farm done first, and then, just like my sugarcane farm, I will decorate it later. These are, those will be build projects for later on. I just need to get the farms done first. I got all 16 colors, and then I just doubled it. So, all right. So here is where I'm going to be taking the villager trading hall. Yeah, little bird's eye view here. It's gonna be basically a rectangle. I do have some ideas of what I want to do. Now, whether I can actually make that happen, we will see. Here is some of the blocks I want to use. I'm gonna use some sandstone. And cut sandstone and regular sandstone. I don't think I've ever built with these blocks before, so I thought that'd be fun to do, something different. And then just some extra stuff. I don't know if I'm using any of these, but they're here. These I think I'll use just because when they're stripped, it'll be around the same tone as this. So. Think about using mangrove as well. I don't know. Oh, speaking of mangrove, You know, I just found this out. Where's the bee? I need a bee. Look. I didn't know they were attracted to propagules. I thought it was just flowers. Yeah, look at that. Learned something new today. I'm going to be spending a few hours. I shouldn't say few. I'm going to be spending a lot of hours because I build very slowly. Be working on this, and then I'm also going to tear all this down and terraform it, make it look better. I don't want this mountain here anymore, especially if, once this is up and built, I would like some actual land in front as well. So all this is going to be coming out, and all these buildings are coming out as well. I might just leave this little area right here just for the villagers, but everything else is going out. And then once the villagers have moved in, then that'll be moved out too. Oh, look at that. I was wondering where he went. He was stuck in the cow and sheep pen. And whenever I let them out, he wandered off, and I thought he might have died. But nope, I think he's good hands. He's safe. All right, I'm going to get started on this. I'll check in with you once it's done. Plop. 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 I really need Swift Sneak. It's kind of driving me crazy how slow it is placing blocks. So I think a good reason to go take a break, and then let's go see if we can find Ancient City. I have an idea of where one might be, just judging by the outside. Oops, I need my bed. Yeah. Oh, there's a village here? Wait. This is a different mountain. What? Hold on. At least I get some sweet berries now. Okay, this. Where does this go? Oh, it's nowhere. All right. Let's just dig down right here. Nope. Anything in this hole? Oh, stone. All right. Okay. Woo. Yep. Speaker right there too. All right. Call that success. All right. I have been digging around in several directions. Doesn't look like I was quite low enough, but it didn't matter. It opened up to one. Cool. How many shriekers do we see right now? Oh wow. Actually, I might have just fallen into it if I had dug down lower. Let me see. Oh. Okay. Got a chest down there. Okay, let me set my spawn too, actually. I think that's going to be important. Let's do this. Okay. Now, I would really like to sneak, obviously. A couple of them would be nice. Alright, there's not another one. Pick a couple of these too. Use them for redstone. Also would like some armor trims. I'd like to collect them all. You know what I should have done? I should have brought a anvil with me. That way, if I do find one, I can just wear it while I'm doing this. Take those. Just sneak. No. Just sneak. Yes! Okay. All right. Let's throw that down. Actually, you know what? We're in a good spot. Do I have iron? I do. Let's throw some swift sneak on now. Nearby. Yes, there is. 3 of them. Wow. If only I had brought some wool for my wool farm. You don't need that though. Cool. That's awesome. So quiet. There's no chest in these, right? No. One streaker, I think. We'll find out right now. I'll take that. I'll take those. I'll take those. Wow. Alright, in here. Let's see. I'll head that way. I'll probably just head back home. I can always do more exploring later and obviously find a lot more ancient cities. Oh, that's... Wow, that made me jump. I'll take him. I actually fell for their trap. That's so cool. Anything in here? Oh, that's funny. Alright. Let's get back to this now. That's gonna be a lot quicker to place blocks. Plop. And I'm done. Alright, it has been exactly 1 week since I've recorded. I've just been building this. I like how it turned out. I knew I wanted the dollar sign on there. It's like a bank, you know, getting a bunch of emeralds. But I did not have this 3rd layer right here planned at all. I was just gonna have the double layer and then that. But that was way too tall and didn't look great. So I added the 3rd layer, and I think it actually helped a lot. And I think it just looks better in general with the 3rd layer in there. Got a lot of terraforming to do. As you can see, there's no more hill behind me, and pretty much all the villager houses are been taken down. You can see where the ground was when I started building this. Here's all the villagers still. I have been working on getting them out. And I'm going to keep this up until all these workstations are built. I'll show you how all this is looking. Look at that. Kind of looks, well, it is, but look, it looks empty now. Just no big hill here, no villager houses. I've also done a little bit of terraforming, I guess you could say. I'm trying to make more rounded shapes. Not a big fan of this section. I might work on that later on, but I want it to be more rounded, more flowy. That's what I did with all that right there as well. And this is all just leftover material from tearing down that hill. Yeah, got quite a bit of stuff. But this is what progress I've made in the week. And I have not taken this one down yet because of this guy. He was the one that was trapped, actually, with the iron golem. And then I accidentally let them both out, managed to trap him again. He escaped. I couldn't find him. Turns out he was in here. And, well, I trapped him, locked him in there. And now he climbed up to the top, and he has not come back down. I don't think he knows how to climb down a ladder. I don't know what to do with this guy. I kind of like him up here, but I don't want this structure here. Yeah, you're living life on the edge, man. You chose this life. I don't know what to do with him. So, if you can think of what to do with that guy up there, let me know in the comments. At least the two of you that are watching, please. I don't really want that building there. I really don't want him removed either. So, you can think of something. Let me know. Maybe I'll do it. I just think it's funny if he just kind of stays up there now. But yeah, we'll figure that later. Excuse me. Anybody want to jump in? Ah, you do. No, you don't. Yeah, you do. Oh, come on. Oh, that's my chance. There we go. Welcome to your new home. This right here, by the way. Yeah. This took a while. I did not use a beacon for this. Although I should have. But I did not do it. I don't have anything for a beacon at the moment anyways, but how long do you think this entire thing took? I'll put a picture up from what it did look like and then what it is now. Did it A, take 2 hours, B, 4 hours, C, 6 hours, or D, I don't remember. Pick one of those. I'll let you know which one it is. The answer is D. I don't remember, actually, unfortunately. I was keeping track of how long things were taking, or how long this was taking me, and then I just kind of got I don't know, lost into watching videos and got to keep track. I will say I stopped keeping track at 4 hours. So yeah, do with that what you will. Let me know if you picked D. I have a feeling you probably did. All right, time to get back to doing this, and then we'll figure out what else we're gonna do after that. All right, I have finished putting up the villagers. Now I will say, as far as decorations go, I wouldn't call the interior done necessarily. I just don't know what to do. So I got the villagers in there, and for the rest of it, we'll figure it out. And then also eventually, I would like to terraform this a little more and maybe make some custom trees and some pathways and whatnot. But yep, we got the 2 guards. This is OG Biff. This is the one that he was the original one that the villagers had made when they were in that little mound, and I trapped him, so he has to stay, of course. And this is new hire Greg. I made him. But yeah. And check it out. Put them all in here now. Been doing some trades, not, I mean, these guys I'm not going to do a lot with at the moment, but they're there. These guys I've been doing a decent amount with. My farmers. That right there. Yes, those hoppers will be covered up at some point. But that's what I'm currently working on. I'll show you that in a second. Also, as you can see, took out the other staircase that was right here. Still have the one over here. Yep. Made a item filter for what did I make it for? Oh yeah, potatoes, carrots, melons, pumpkins. This goes all the way down there. It's a dropper elevator. I'll show you where that comes into play in a second. Up here, which eventually I will need to make. Eventually I will need to make a proper way to get into these rooms. But yeah, this is where the villager breed is going to be. So eventually it will be made. Now I don't know if I'm going to be putting anything else in here for automated storage. I think I'm just going to use it for these guys. Plus, I don't necessarily have a whole lot of room for that. I can move stuff around, I guess, but I don't want to. I'll show you where those start. I have it set right here. So once the crops are done, I can just toss them in there instead of putting them all back here. That way, as soon as I take care of the crops, they'll fill up the chests and be ready to trade. Okay, go on to free cam. I'll show you how I did this. I decided instead of using like a dropper system and then dropping it into a waterway, I don't know how long it would take to get over there. I'm sure not 5 minutes long. Just in case something happens, I don't want items to despawn. Don't think they would, but you know what? I got plenty of iron, plenty of wood. Why not just make hoppers? Yep. A lot of hoppers. Then it goes to right here, which is the dropper elevator system. Now, for this, I'm also, at least right now, to end this episode off, I'm going to use this same hopper system because since that feeds to the item filtering system. I'll just tie the other. Is it that? Can't see it. Oh yeah, that's another thing I made. I'm all over the place here. I'm gonna use the same hopper system for the melon and pumpkin farm that I just made, and I'm gonna go to get started on. I think from right here, I'll tunnel through. Got water I gotta deal with, and right here, put across, and we'll go into there. So yeah, now I have melon and pumpkin farm. And I just got done making the item filter system for it. And then also the auto crafter. That way it crafts them into full melon block, the melons into melon blocks. And then, yep, it'll start tunneling through, and then it'll tie into the other hoppers over there. That way everything be putting in to these chests and make it a little quicker and more convenient. Those doing tests. Yep, that's about it right now. This top floor, I don't think I'm gonna do anything with right now. Oh, I gotta cover this up too. I think if in the future I need more villager trades, they can go in here, and then I'll, build something up in here, cover this up. Gotta make a way also into here for the villager reader. But as far as I know, those aren't going to be used for a while. But it's there for when I need it. There's a little plane in here. I thought about maybe putting some other blocks in here and there for the floor to kind of break up some of the plainness of it, but I honestly don't know what to do. I'm drawing a blank. So this is as good as it's gonna get for a while, unless I come up with something. But it's fine. I really just needed all the villagers in here. Hey, there we go. In here at the moment. This is pumpkin, melon. Melon goes in here, goes straight through. Pumpkin will feed in there, go straight through. All right, I think this is ready to set up now. And also, don't forget, I need your ideas to on what to do with this guy. He's just pondering his life. But I really just don't want this thing floating here. So again, if you can come up with something for this guy, I like the fact that he's up there. I just don't want this here. So if you can think of something, let me know. I don't remember which one's which. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Melons and pumpkins will both go in here. It is working. Good to see. And then, yeah. For those, melons and pumpkins will just be stuck together. We did have just enough hoppers. I would like to get these guys, all of these librarians, to sell glass. The top glass sellers. I don't have to keep getting sand. Fire protection 1, huh? Holy hornbuckle. Expected better. But hey, you have your name for a reason. Alright, I think that's gonna be it for the rest of the day. What is this? Huh. Weird. Oh, something I'd like to do at the end of every episode. Here is my statistics. Now, we'll say I don't remember what my days. Well, I think I reached just a day in the first episode. I've been playing quite a bit for this one. So, yep, 4.3 days. Yeah, it took quite a bit of time doing all this. I think for the next episodes onward, I don't think I'm gonna put as much time into with like everything I've done. First episode, I beat the dragon, built my house. This one, you know, with everything I've done, this it took a long time, and that's a lot to cram into one episode. So I think for the rest of them, I'm not going to do multiple different things. I think I'm going to just keep it a little smaller. That way, the episodes aren't as long either. But yeah, maybe one project per episode, not all this. But thanks again for watching episode 2, and hope to see you in episode 3. Go ahead and toss that. All right, in episode 3. Bye.